roast it today. This is going to be pretty plain and simple, but the number one thing you want to do when you're roasting your turkey is right here, in between the meat and the skin. You want to put your finger in here and separate that, because that's where you want to put your seasonings. Go again on the leg. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to run your fingers all around that leg, separating the skin from the meat. Now I've already kind of did this, okay, so I'm just showing you here. And that's where you're going to put your seasoning. So if you want to use lemons, if you want to use just herbs and spices, whatever, that's where you're going to put that seasoning, between the meat, between the skin. You see people all the time, they just sprinkle it over the top of the skin, and it'll season it a little, but not near as well as if you put it between, because this skin acts as a barrier and it seals the flavor into the meat. So here I've mixed up some spices. I've just got some sage, some thyme, some onion, garlic powder, a little paprika, a little chili pepper. See, I've got some marjoram in here. So just some savory spices, and I'm going to take that in my hand and I'm going to rub the turkey along the meat. Okay? Make sure you get it up by the breast. The breast tends to be the dry part. I've got a little tip for you there in a second about that. You actually want to start out roasting your turkey with the breast side down, where the liquids are going to be. And then about halfway through, to get the nice brown breast, that's when you want to go ahead and turn the turkey up, and so its breast can brown. But honestly, to start out with, yes, you would like to start out with the breast down, so the breast stays moist. White meat can just dry out so quickly. So once you get that kind of stuffed all along between the skin and the meat really well, and then you're going to take your turkey, and I'm going to put it over here in my roaster. Okay, let's bring this roaster over here. And like I said, you can start with that turkey with the breast down instead of up like this, or you can take some mayonnaise and rub all over, and that will help oil that turkey and keep it a little moister. Okay, the other thing is you can stuff in celery, carrots, and onions inside this cavity. So inside the cavity of the turkey, you can stuff some vegetables in there, because the vegetables are full of moisture. That will help keep your turkey moist. Okay, I only have a little bit here, so I'm just going to put my hand in the jar and finish out this jar. It's only a little bit. Again, you can stuff that between the meat and the skin to create a barrier so that the moisture is not evaporating out of the turkey. I love to do, usually I love to do lemons in my turkey, and I slice lemons really thin, and I put them between that skin, and that's what gives it a nice lemony flavor. But I'm just happen to be out of lemons today and limes. So, and then your little bit of, you want to save just a little, and I always go ahead then and sprinkle that over the top of the turkey, of the seasonings. So, here's the neck of it. We're just going to throw that in. Sometimes I will start out, if you're doing a home processed turkey, they're dry, because commercially processed turkeys do have 20% liquid. So on the home processed turkeys, you want to add a little liquid so it's not going to scorch in there or anything before it gets started cooking the juices out. So here's the turkey in the roaster, and you can see there, it's just got some of the mayonnaise with the seasonings on top, and the vegetables are stuffed in here in the cavity of the turkey. Like I said, you can use carrots, you can use celery, onions, various vegetables. But this is just going to be a savory flavored turkey. But again, you can maximize on your lemony citrusy by slicing lemons really thin and putting between the skin and the meat of the turkey. Now, this is probably about a 14-pound turkey, so it's going to need to roast about 3 hours, 3.5 hours on 350 degrees. How you tell if a turkey is actually done is in the biggest, thickest part of the breast, you're going to insert a meat thermometer here. It needs to read 165. So in about 3.25 hours I'll insert it in. If it's not done, it'll probably just take a little bit longer on a 14-pound turkey. But there you have it, how to roast a turkey. It's so simple, it's easy. It only takes a few minutes of prep time, and then all you got to do is sit back and wait for this thing to cook. You can have a great meal for a ton of people, or you can just fix it for your family and have some leftovers. Have a blessed day.